Hi everyone, welcome. Yep, you got it. I'm filming in my bathroom. So I was just cleaning and this came to my mind and I thought to just share it quickly. Um, I want to tell you, if you're a mother, if you're a parent, if you're a sibling, that your child or your sister is not lazy. Your brother, your son is not lazy. Growing up, I was I was told that I was lazy so much that I agreed and I took it upon me that I was just a lazy child. But the truth is that I was just different. I was different in the way I got things done. I was different in the way that I process things. And yes, common sense is not common to people like they used to say. I used to see it as an insult, but for real, common sense, as you might see it, it's not the way that everybody thinks, and it's okay because sometimes we don't need common sense to solve the problem. We need rare sense, and everybody is important the way they have been made or the way they've been created. I do not blame my siblings or my parents. One thing though is that my mom never ever called me lazy. That's the one thing that I remember. The only thing she used to tell me was that, hey, I don't know what you would do if you leave my home or you get to stay with somebody else. That's what. So she acknowledged that I had a problem, but she just didn't know what it was. I mean, they didn't know anything about ADHD, ADD, pandas, pants, all these things. They had no idea what these things were or how to handle it. And I just want to let you know that even if you don't know these things, when somebody is not able to do something the way you do or as quickly as you do, what you have to do is to guide them by following what they are doing. I don't know how best to put it, but most of the time, um, what happened to me, let me share my story because that will be better. So I was very slow when maybe I have to do something. I was very slow and I think it took me time to process stuff. So I look stupid, like, this is just simple, girl. What is wrong with you? Also, I couldn't do big stuff. So when I was given a task like you have to clean the room or you have to clean up your room, it was so overwhelming. And I know what it is. Maybe I will share with you another time because it's very personal. So it will take me some time to be comfortable and share it. So I couldn't do big. So I couldn't do big tasks. It overwhelmed me, and instead of doing what I can, I would just leave the whole thing. I was also I still am disorganized, which is normal for the kind of person that I am. Abnormal normal. And it's not that you can't help it. I can now organize stuff and I'm much better, but you need to be guided. You need to know what is happening to you and what to do. So as a mother, as a sibling, if you don't know this, it's very hard to help your child. So I just came to tell you that there's nothing like a child who is lazy. They just need help. They just think differently. Sometimes when I was doing so most of the time people will keep on repeating that you are just so lazy. So instead of me going to them for help, I build up a wall. Like, I'm lazy. So I would not even, in the first place, if you asked me to do something, I wouldn't want to do it. In my heart, I craved to help. In my heart, I wanted to be the one volunteering. But part of me knew that I was going to disappoint them. So I wouldn't raise my hand. So I was always like a follower. I would wait for somebody to want to do it, then I'll be like, I'll help. So that if it doesn't go well or anything, I am behind them, not necessarily the person in front. So it was really hard. um but it's like when you create something, the mind is so powerful. You do it over and over and over to the extent that you gain strength in the other thing and you forget that you're actually weak. So a lot of people who you see that they are strong or brave or whatever, it's not necessarily true. Like, I was very rude when it came to that. Like, if you complain about something, I would not take it well because of how many times people have told me. And it's not that I wouldn't, it's not always that I'll fight with you. I would just be so sarcastic, like, I don't care. Like, I would just, I don't care. And another thing too that people did that did not help was overpraise. So maybe something that I don't normally do. Maybe I don't normally wash dishes or something. So maybe that week I've been thinking a lot and I want to try. Like, I want to make sure I do dishes every day. Then somebody be like, "Whoa, Doreen doing this," or "Doreen laying her bed." So if you have a child like that, don't do that to them. Don't praise them. I think it's sarcastic praise. Like, I don't know how to put it, but that does not help. Just acknowledge the way you acknowledge a normal person, like they did something. Don't overdo it because it sets them back. So the number one thing is that do when they are trying to do something, support it the way you would support your. don't say they are stupid, you know, accept it the way they do it. And the point is for them to get it done. And I know as a parent, you're in a hurry to do stuff and you have to watch your child doing something like, you know, you could have just gone to this route and you'll be done with this. And they are just doing whatever they can. You have to support it and you have to guide them, but not necessarily try to change them because your way might be so hard for them that they give up. So that is one thing. Also, do not overpraise them or mock them in a way like you're praising them, but you're just trying to tease. It does not help. And the other thing too is, I think it's the same thing. Don't try to do things for them. So even but in the university, you know, we'll be giving tasks. Maybe we're going to show a movie or something and then we are putting up stuff. Everybody will be done with their stuff and I will be still, then somebody will just come and snatch it from me and fix it. It doesn't help. I mean, yeah, we are, time is against us. You could do it nicely, like, oh, do you need help or something? And if the person say I got it, let them do it. I mean, what are we going to lose, you know? So that's one of it. So I just want to tell you that try to understand the child that you have. There's no child who was born lazy. There's probably an underlying issue why your child is behaving the way they are behaving. Maybe their muscles is not helping them, so they always feel tired. Maybe they have deficiency in something, so they always feeling like they want to sleep, and then you say they are lazy. You have to find out, and most of the time it's the parents' fault, but the child has to be go through all this because sometimes the parent, they bore their child old age and they were they were deficient in a lot of minerals and vitamins and they didn't take that much care of themselves, so the child had to be born, you know, didn't get a good startup. So all these things affect that. Sometimes the child just has this all these ADHD or whatever issues due to stuff that I don't want to mention here. Um, because it's not been acknowledged that it causes that. So I don't want to mention. Plus, I don't want YouTube to block my video. But yeah, all these injections we take to help us with diseases can backfire on some kids. So you have to look for what. Sometimes it's what you feed the child. You feed the child junk, and then now they are lazy, they are bored, and you blame them. So look into that. Thanks for watching.